You have data and you want to explore it. How do you do that using Tableau Desktop? Whatever the nature of your data, the essential workflow is the same. First, connect Tableau Desktop to your data. Second, build visualizations with the data to analyze it from all angles and drill into it more deeply. And last, share your analysis in a visualization, dashboard, or story with your intended audience. Let's look at each of these phases in a bit more detail. To work with your data, you need to bring it into Tableau Desktop. So your first step is to connect Tableau Desktop to your data source. When you've made a connection, you see it on the data source page, and you select which data you want to work with. For example, if you connect to an Excel file, you'll need to specify the worksheet to use for the connection. Then, you get a preview of the data. In the preview, you see how Tableau Desktop has arranged and interpreted the data, identified the field names, and assigned data types. You'll be able to make changes here, such as renaming fields or creating groups, depending on how you want to work with the data in your analysis. With the data connection made, you're ready to work with the data. You might wonder, are you affecting your original data when you work with it in Tableau Desktop? The answer is no. Once you've made the data connection, you can query your data source and get results within Tableau Desktop without affecting the underlying data. Desktop is only referencing the data. So, explore your data in the desktop workspace and play with it as you wish. Your original data remains whole. In the second part of the workflow, you'll analyze your data within Tableau Desktop's building environment, known as the workspace. Now you work with your data fields, and use the workspace to query your data as you look for specific information. For example, our first question for this retail data might be, what was the overall sales total? Then we might ask, what were the totals when broken out by product category? And which of these categories had the greatest profit relative to sales? Let's see that data in terms of color. Referring to the color legend that appears, we see that light blue indicates lower profits to sales, telling us that furniture didn't profit as well as the other categories. Now we want to investigate this further. We can learn more about the furniture category by breaking it down into subcategories. And we see that tables, in particular, stand out, actually showing negative profit. This is the kind of process you'll use to analyze your data. Start with a question, then drag and drop fields to execute more queries, as one question spurs you down a path of inquiry and generates new questions. Next, maybe we expand our analysis by adding new data to the view, looking at furniture by region, for example. From here, a story starts to emerge. Furniture is showing some negative profit across regions, and tables are doing badly, especially in the East region. To pursue this data story, imagine that we create another couple of visualizations, looking at the profit breakdown by states in the East region and zeroing in on table sales and profit by product name. At the end of our analysis, we'll have a story to tell and information to share, answering emerging questions such as, why do furniture profits lag? What do table sales in the East region have to do with that? And what might be the cause of the problem there? In the last phase of the workflow, you want to share your discoveries. The most typical format for this is the dashboard, where you bring your visualizations together to illustrate your analysis. Make the dashboard engaging by adding interactivity. We can use areas on the map to filter other views to that specific region or state. We could filter additionally to show product details for a single subcategory. These types of filters give people a way to dig into the data and make their own discoveries. When the dashboard is ready to show your colleagues, consider these methods for sharing it. Save the dashboard as a packaged workbook or TWIBX file, which anyone with Tableau Desktop can open and interact with. People without Tableau Desktop can open a packaged workbook in Tableau Reader, a more limited environment that allows viewers to do things like sort and filter. Tableau Reader is a free, downloadable application. If your company uses Tableau Server or Tableau Online, publish the dashboard to one of those platforms to share it securely. If you don't require a secure web platform, publish the dashboard to Tableau Public. Now you have a sense of the workflow and what you'll be doing with your own data in Tableau Desktop. First, you'll connect Tableau Desktop to your data. Then, you'll analyze your data through exploratory visualizations as you seek information and answers. When you have a data analysis you want to share, you'll make it available to your colleagues as a visualization, dashboard, or story, allowing them to view and interact with the data, exploring it on their own. In the demos for this module, we step through each part of the workflow in detail. You can try all of this yourself by doing the activity that follows each demo. Your data insights await you.